All right, so for this section, as you can see, we got all of our posts in, got everything drilled, got everything lined up, set to go. The next step of the process is installing your top handrail bracket. So your handrail brackets will be in with each post, along with the post cover. Okay, so you've got your handrail bracket here, and you're gonna screw this on until it's nice and tight. Now there are times, like this one up here, now let me move down to the other side, where you can only get it hand tight to this point right here, and it needs to make another quarter turn or so to come back around. So I'm just gonna tap it with a towel and a hammer. Almost there. Let me take a look. Okay, a couple more taps. Okay, just about there. Okay, so that's nice and lined up now, nice and snug. So again, if you can't get it hand tight, just use a hammer and a towel and get it tapped in. Next step of the process here is going to be measuring and marking our handrail section. So I got my handrail sitting over here. These are in 48-inch sections. Most of the time, your project's gonna be laid out in 48-inch sections. If you've got a nice long straight run, these aren't gonna need to be cut at all. Okay, but for mine, these are about 33 inches apart here. So we're gonna need to cut the handrail. Again, look at your drawing. Most of the time your posts are gonna be 48 inches apart unless you have a unique layout of some kind. Then you're gonna need to cut the handrail like I'm gonna show you here. So first step is, I'm gonna take a piece of handrail. Just gonna set it and bump it up nice and close to the house here. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab my pencil. I'm just using a pencil. Okay, and I'm gonna mark my handrail. Okay, just like that. So you can see just a little line here with a pencil. Okay, and then we're gonna take it over here to the miter saw. All right, so here at the miter saw, I've got a stainless steel blade here to cut this stainless steel handrail. You want to make sure you got a stainless steel blade, otherwise it's not going to make a nice clean cut. So I'm going to go ahead and make this cut here. It should go through pretty easy. Make sure you line it up with your spot that you pre-measured. Okay, and voila, just like that. Got a nice, clean, really smooth cut there with the miter saw. Okay, so now we got our 33-inch section. Gonna come back over here, line it up, and we're gonna do one more step, which is I'm gonna take my pencil again, and I'm going to mark my holes Okay, so I got my holes pre-marked. The next thing we're gonna talk about real quick before we pre-drill this is our connectors here. Okay, so for this installation, because I've got a flat section going to an angled stair section here, we got a flat going to an angle, I'm gonna use our, what we call any angle connector. So this is gonna connect in here, it's gonna swivel to meet the next piece of handrail and connect in nice and seamless right here, so that we don't need to make a, you know, angled cut here. This makes it real simple for everybody to install this properly. So we're gonna install this here, we're gonna make our other cut on our other piece of handrail here, and we're gonna install this here. If you had a flat section, anytime you're on a post, typically if it's 48 inches apart again, you're gonna use what we call our 180-degree connector. So one piece of handrail is gonna go on this side, one piece of handrail is gonna go on this side, and it's gonna make a nice, clean, seamless connection between the handrail sections. Tap in here, tap in here. So again, and then on corners, you're gonna have what's called a 90-degree connector. Looks just like this, but makes a 90-degree. One side goes in here, one side goes in the other side for the corner section. So those are different types of connectors. That's how they fit in. Sometimes you need to tap them in a little bit with a mallet or a hammer. Not a big deal. We want them to fit snug because we want this to be one seamless piece of handrail once this is all connected and be nice and secure and strong. So again, let's go and do our pre-drills here. So I'm gonna take my piece of handrail, and again, I've marked out my holes. I don't know if you can see that on the video there, but I've marked out my holes. Just gonna bring it over. We'll do this right over here. Okay, get my drill. I'm gonna show you how to do this the most difficult way, because this is the most difficult way, and sometimes customers have issues with this part of the process. So I'm gonna show it to you the most difficult way and just explain to you how you can do it the easy way. So I'm using a regular drill. If you wanna make this really easy, use an impact driver with a drill bit made specifically for stainless steel if you're gonna pre-drill the holes. If you have an impact driver, a lot of times you can just use the impact driver, take the screws and drive them right up into the handrail without even pre-drilling. So you need an impact driver in order to do that. If you've got a hammer drill or an impact driver drill, it's gonna make the process a lot easier. But like I said, I'm gonna do it the hard way, show you guys that it's possible. Okay, we got one done, and I'll go ahead and do the other ones here off camera, but that's exactly what you want to do. You just pre-drill each hole. Pretty simple. Okay, there's number two. Okay, so I'll do this one. I'm gonna go ahead and measure and cut my second piece of handrail, and then come back, show you how we're gonna connect the any angle connector and attach the screws and everything onto the handrail. But let me go ahead and take care of pre-drilling the rest of this here. All right, so I drilled through the other side. I want to show you one thing that I forgot to mention. When we drill through the side with the any angle degree connector, you want to attach the any angle degree connector into the post so that we drill through both of them, so both parts get secured to the post when we secure it. So I'm going to go ahead and drill through here. Okay, now we're through both, okay? So again, connect your connector so that that gets drilled through as well and gets held tight by the screw when we attach it to the handrail bracket, so it becomes one really nice tight piece of handrail all connected together. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. Just wanted to add that little section there. I'm gonna finish pre-drilling these holes, and then we're gonna go ahead and connect the handrail on top here. All right, so I pre-drilled all my holes, went ahead and got my connector installed, and then I set this up here and it's ready to install the screws. So again, everything's pre-drilled, ready to go. I'm gonna install, I've got an extender bit on here just so I can get up under here a little bit easier. Okay, and there you have it. So you got 4 screws on each side. Go ahead and screw them all into the holes that you pre-drilled with the 5/32 bit, and you should be good to go. And then this will be nice and secure on here, and then you're gonna be ready to do cable in the next video.